The alarm buzzes. You groggily open your eyes, expecting to see sunlight leaking through your window. But something feels off. The world outside is still wrapped in darkness. Your phone reads 7 a.m. You blink, refresh the screen. But no, it's real. The sun hasn't risen, and it never will again. At first, it's confusing. Maybe a weird eclipse, a freak weather phenomenon. But then, whispers turn to panicked voices. The news reports the impossible. The sun is gone, vanished. No warning, no explanation, just an endless, eerie night. But what happens next? How long can humanity survive without its life-giving star? And most importantly, how do you make it out alive? Let's find out. In the first 8 minutes, things seem almost normal. That's because sunlight takes about that long to reach Earth. But then the last rays of light flicker out. Cities plunge into complete darkness. Streetlights hum on. Confused birds start circling. And the temperature? It starts dropping. Fast. Within hours, the world turns into a freezer. Without the sun's warmth, Earth's surface starts cooling rapidly. The average temperature plunges below freezing within a day. The air feels sharp. Your breath fogs instantly. Cars struggle to start. Water pipes burst. Panic spreads. And then, the power grids fail. Solar panels? Useless. But worse, power plants that rely on the sun-driven water cycle. They grind to a halt. Without electricity, food production collapses. Phones lose service. The internet dies. Everything we take for granted, gone in a blink. But here's the real kicker. Without the sun's gravitational pull, Earth's orbit destabilizes. No one knows if we'll drift endlessly into space or spiral into the abyss of another celestial body. Either way, things are not looking good. But wait, could we survive this? Is there any way humanity can adapt to this cosmic nightmare? Before we lose all hope, let's explore our best shot at staying alive. Okay, so the sun is gone. Everything's dying. But let's say you're lucky enough to have shelter. What now? First, heat. You need to stay warm. Underground bunkers, nuclear-powered cities, geothermal vents. These would be the last strongholds of life. Imagine the world's elite huddling in secret, high-tech facilities, while the rest of the planet turns into an ice cube. Second, food. Without the sun, plants can't photosynthesize. No crops, no fruits, no vegetables, but deep-sea creatures. Some survive on hydrothermal vents. And fungi. They don't need sunlight at all. In a sunless world, humanity might be forced to survive on mushrooms and whatever deep-sea nightmare fuel we can find. Sounds. Delicious. And oxygen. The Amazon rainforest and oceanic plankton won't last long without the sun. Oxygen levels would plummet. Breathing might become a luxury. But even if you survive the cold, starvation, and suffocation, one terrifying question remains. How long before Earth itself gives up? Because the worst is yet to come, and trust me, you're not ready for it. Without the sun's gravitational hold, Earth begins to drift. At first, it's slow, unnoticeable, but eventually we start moving away from the solar system, plunging deeper into the cosmic void. Temperatures plummet to hundreds of degrees below freezing. The oceans freeze over. Life outside the bunkers is now impossible. And then, something even worse happens. The atmosphere begins to collapse. With no energy input, Earth's air molecules start sinking. The sky itself begins to fade. But here's the true horror. Without the sun, our planet is effectively a rogue world. And rogue worlds don't last long. Asteroids, cosmic radiation, the sheer cold of space, it's all waiting to tear Earth apart. Could we find a way out? Maybe. Some scientists theorize that with enough technology, we could build artificial fusion-based suns, giant space stations, or even escape to another solar system. But realistically, humanity's time is running out. This is not a Hollywood movie. This is not science fiction. This is extinction. Luckily, this was just a thought experiment, a nightmare scenario that thankfully won't happen anytime soon. The sun isn't going anywhere for at least another 5 billion years. But it does make you wonder, how fragile is life on Earth? How much do we take for granted every single day? Speaking of things we take for granted, there's another silent killer lurking in our daily lives, something we consume every day without thinking twice. It's slowly destroying our bodies, just like a disappearing sun would destroy our planet. The dark reality of sugar. Click the video on your screen to find out how sugar is ruining your health and what you can do to stop it. Trust me, it's just as terrifying.